going to do our topic today off just like random stuff that was coming to our mind today. And it's Sunday, and you know, most people go to church on Sunday. But one of the things that I was thinking about while listening to service this morning is living on purpose. So that's our topic for the day. My name is Kiana.
And I'm Keisha, and we are living on purpose today.
We are living on purpose as we are discovering our life journey do's and don'ts and tips and topics that we are here to share with you. Okay? So, one of the things in regards to living on purpose is being intentional. Be intentional. If you wake up in the morning and you have no goals and no desires, and you haven't said, okay, God, use me how you see fit, or you know that today I have a purpose, I have a reason to live, whatever those, one of the things I always do is I write down my to-do list. I write down the goals that I have for today, my purpose for those goals, my reasons. One of my reasons is my son is my reason that I do some of the things that I do. All the girls in my nonprofit is the reason why I get up and do what I do, knowing that I want to live my life to make God proud. So when I go to heaven, he's going to say, well done, my daughter. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things. These are all the things that give me reason, that give me purpose. And now I have intentions. I know that when I go out into the world, I'm going to bless. I don't know how, but I'm going to be a blessing. And I think that's really, really important. What do you do?
Well, you know, I'm listening to you. And first of all, how was your week? How was your week?
My week was good. My week was very good. I have a secret coming.
I love my girl. I always check on her. And so, okay, so I'm listening. I'm listening to being intentional. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I believe that I'm intentional and some of the things that I do. I was listening to you about the to-do list.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a great one because I tend to feel overwhelmed. I kind of got a habit out of it now because I tend to feel overwhelmed sometimes when I think of all the things I have to do. And you're so overwhelmed thinking about which one you're going to do first and nothing gets done, right?
I do that to you.
So I said, and then I feel guilty. I don't know if you feel guilty, but I feel guilty like, oh my God, I didn't do this and I didn't do that and I should have done that and I wasn't productive today. So, the to-do list, right? So I said, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down all 50 things I have to do, right? Because probably I'm not going to be able to do 50, but I'm going to write them down. At least get them out, get them on a list, right? Mm-hmm. And then I have the nerve to go and number them in the order of, okay, so what out of this, what do I know I need to get done today or today won't work for me? So I'm going to check them off. 1, 2, 3, right? They're in order now. So now I know what I really got to do. So if I need to do one thing, guess what it's going to be? It's going to be the number one, right? So I can love myself at the end of the day. Knowing that if I said, you know what? If I do 1 or 2 things off of this list, I've accomplished something. So my intent in being intentional, I intend to knock things off my list. That way you're not overwhelmed, you have focus, you're moving in order and taking the not necessary steps to move forward with your life, right? Because we need to be moving forward. We need to be accomplishing things, right? Or else we're stagnant. And I just don't want to be stagnant and I don't want to be overwhelmed. So that to-do list was awesome for me, right? And then we were talking about really the reasons why. I think I heard someone say life is not about how, it's about why.
What's your why?
So if you have your why down packed, you're going to move into your how. Because you're going to be like, how do I get to my why? So what's my next step? And as you are able to focus on your why and really understand that, then you'll kind of push yourself to get to that why. I have so many whys. One thing aside from my personal whys, I think about my job, right? I get up in the morning, I may be stressed out, I may be tired, I may not want to work. There may be all these reasons why I can't, right? But my why is why I can. So I love what I do. Mm-hmm. I love pleasing people. I help people. And that's my why. I'm here to help that person who's going to be sitting in front of me. I'm here to be a blessing and to be used. I don't know what God is going to drop into my spirit to say to this person to change their entire life around just because I showed up, right? So that helps me understand how to get toward my why, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, just really identifying what are you doing today? And that's your big picture. Because a lot of things will come against you, but if you understand what you're doing, then you're intentional. I'm going here to do this. This is my intent.
Yeah.
So whatever else is in the way, I'm doing what I intended to do, and that's being intentional to me. That's how, you know, a couple of really good tips, I think, at least for me, on how to make that happen.
Yeah. So writing things down, because guess what? When you're done writing it down, it feels so good to go through your list at the end of the day and say, I did this, I did this, I did this.
I love that feeling.
Oh, okay, I didn't do this. Oh, I did this though, and I did this. And you look at actually all of the things that you did that day. I even have a section for miscellaneous and extra things that I got to do that, you know, wasn't on my list, but I still got to do it. Did I bless anybody today? Did I make a change in anybody's life today? Did I encourage somebody today? Did I do any of God's work? Because a lot of times you get up in the morning, 9 to 5, you're doing somebody else's work. But you have to make sure while you're weaving through your day-to-day and the hours are going by, the minutes are going by, that you are also doing God's work. That's super, super important. And feel good when you go to bed. Earn your relaxation.
I feel like I have to earn it. Like, what did I do? Can I say that I deserve to kick back and just relax?
No, I hate to feel lazy. I hate to feel like, you know what? I'm sitting up here watching TV and I didn't get nothing done. Unless your intention that day was to rest and relax. Kick your feet up, not really do anything. Depending on where you are in your life, what season you are in your life, then rest might be your intention. That's your purpose. You're in a healing phase. You're in a resting phase. I just went through a resting phase and healing phase. Well, I actually figure I was just like, maybe I should have rested a little bit more and kicked my feet up a little bit more. But you get a lot of people who are like, they get anxiety or they stress a lot, but that's because they didn't have any intention really for their day. God is a God of being organized. He set an intention. Let there be light. Boom. There was light. And he did things in order. So make sure the things that are on your list that are priority, put things in order. Put things into a proper perspective and say, you know what? This is important. This is somewhat important, not so important. And start from the top and work your way to the bottom. And give yourself a pat on the back. When you do it and you succeed, give yourself a pat on the back, because I don't think that we give ourselves enough credit for doing the good things.
Right.
We stress more about the mistakes that we make, right?
That's why I like that list, because it shows you what you're doing.
That's why I like that list.
Done that, I done that, I did that. And it just really helps you put your things, you know, sometimes you can just be grabbing, like, oh, I'm going to get a car wash, when really you need to go pay a bill. Maybe pay the bill first, then you go, you know, just, you know, in order. And I think also rest is very important. Kiana and I are a lot alike. Like, I like to rest, but also, like, if I take a day off and I just lay and stay in bed like I really know I should and I deserve to, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like literally talking myself into resting. Like, I gotta do this. I want to do that. I need to do this. I just don't feel right just laying here. I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. No, I have to literally talk myself into resting. I had to talk Kiana into resting the other week. I said, stop. I said, I know what you're going through. I know you're anxious. You're like, I can't just be resting. You know, I have to do this.
I can't just be resting.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that one day you take off to rejuvenate yourself. I mean, to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. I mean, even so much as getting your nails done, getting a car wash.
Be intentional doing that.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, there's been times every now and then where I had to call off work for a mental health day and just clean my house and just get everything in order, because everything's everywhere, and just then relax. You know, there's so many ways we need to take care of ourselves, and we got to make sure we don't deprive ourselves in different areas. And that can be intentional as well. Intentionally love yourself first, right? That's what this is about. Life matters. Loving yourself first matters, because you are they talked about that today in our little, we went to a seminar earlier where Kiana was on the panel. She was fabulous. And they talked about, are you laughing? Yeah, she speaks so often on so many panels. I don't know why she thinks this is funny, but she's really good. and she's
on the panel at almost
she's
every
in
week.
major demand. I mean, always talking and giving great advice, and I love to follow her. And I mean, I'm even she's my friend, and I'm still enlightened. But we talked about now you may forget what you're laughing.
Gratitude.
So many things, just
gratitude. We talked about gratitude, which was super important. We don't always appreciate what we have and appreciate waking up the next morning with breath in our body, and we don't have to second guess where the next one is going to come from. And we take that for granted. So that's definitely something that we need to do more often, and be intentional to be grateful and appreciate who you are, whose you are, where you are in this season. And when you start showing gratitude and appreciation for what you have, then God will bless you with more. And that's it for me. That's it for me.
Hey, you need to come see Kiana. And she's giving out all her tips on that panel. I'm always just blessed every time she speaks, and you're really gifted, and I appreciate you, because what we're talking about here, and I know we're going to end the show, but what we're talking about here is loving yourself first, tips to navigate through life, and really just be the best person that you can be. And it's not going to be a whole lot of people around you that are talking about those things, so it's really important to embrace those that do.
Yeah.
So that you can grow and get to a really great level within and without, right?
And if you have a good support system, that's something that you can be grateful for. That's something that you should appreciate. This is like my BFF sister. I love her to bits and pieces. I support everything that she does. I'm there for her. She can call me and I'm there. Same thing. Get around a good support group. If not, and I'll say support group, like, I don't know, that sounds a little funny. Make sure your inner circle, your close-knit circle, is supporting your dreams, and let them tell you the truth. She'll tell me if she don't like somebody that's in my circle or came in my space and she don't like them. She'll tell me. She'll tell me. And have somebody be able to tell you with love, but also without the filter.
Right.
Okay.
Have somebody tell you when your panty lines are showing, because my girl, she'll let me know. I need to get you some Spanx. I don't know all the time. I'm just trying to get me together. But I appreciate that, because everybody can be looking. I mean, just simple stuff. People that will love you and support you and check you when you need to be checked, advise you when you need to be advised, and coming from a place of love. Yeah. Right? I'm just saying. We need somebody to let you know. My daughter, she will let me know. One of those innocent child, like, tell you whatever.
Get you a proper circle, okay?
Yeah. Be around people that celebrate you.
Okay? Be intentional about that. Be grateful about that. And it'll make your life and your journey easier. Bye, guys. Until next time.
See ya. Have a good one.